Goddamn. Hey, good job, Nina. Let's go.
Huh?
I was sitting on the couch watching out the front window in case the exact thing that just happened, where she walked by. But I had a mouthful of food, and I inhaled in surprise, and I started choking.
Good job.
Oh, lovely.
I mean, all works out now, right?
Yeah.
What to
Oh,
play?
there we go. That's good.
What to play? What to play?
You could play. Ska.
No!
I got it.
You and your goddamn ska. You know, I was surprised when we played in your one shot. You didn't play ska.
I didn't play it once.
You had the power.
He had the wherewithal.
Played it. You could have done it right then and there.
Took place in Boston. There's no ska in Boston. Scotland.
Alternate universe, upside down of Boston,
Realization.
Boston.
There's also
Massachusetts.
No.
little girls in Boston, but here we are.
Okay, I think I. There's no fuck. Actually, is there? Can one of you people with Spotify?
Yeah.
What up?
Go look up the Assassin's Creed Unity OST and see if we can find Ezio's family or Leroy et More.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Leroy et More. Just look up Ezio's family. That'll probably be faster.
Oh, Ezio's
Yeah,
family.
Well, more so it was like Unity OST, because like as we've
Oh.
learned, Ezio's family is so good it goes through all the fucking games.
Links. I think this is.
Oh, here you go. Family.
Oop. Is it that one?
It's that one's Ulamore, which is not the one.
Damn it.
Mort.
Well, because you don't pronounce the T at the end,
Hold on,
right?
how do you spell
Yeah,
Ezio?
fifth.
F-E-Z?
Just Ezio's family, right?
Just look
Huh?
up for Assassin's Creed Unity.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's not on.
Oh, wait,
the,
Assassin's
it's
Creed
not on
Unity.
the
It's not-
official OST list, so I don't know if we're gonna find exactly the Unity.
Well,
version.
fuck.
Yeah, original game soundtrack. Yeah. It's
I
Assassin's
found a
Creed Unity.
guitar version.
Assassin's Creed. I see the cover as Assassin's Creed 2. I heard it
Yeah,
for
you
3
got the
seconds.
wrong-
It's totally from Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah, I just grabbed the wrong game.
Oh, well.
Okay. Alright, tell you what. We'll take a 5-minute break because I woke up early today, and guess where I spent approximately an hour worth of my time? Hugging the porcelain throne. So I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, no.
This is all my fault. I told him to eat the cake yesterday.
You're a horrible person. In
He wanted me to.
So you enabled it? You enabled that behavior?
Yeah. And
Horrible. Just horrible. I'm disappointed.
yeah,
There's
well,
an Origins version.
I remember that next time you ask me to enable you.
Excuse me, what?
Next time you ask me to do something that would be enabling you, not happening, sister.
No, I don't think that's
Damn it! I need somebody to blame, though.
Shame.
There's a version of Ezio's family in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah.
Oh, that goes way too hard. Never mind.
Yeah.
This game, I didn't understand what you guys meant when it was so good it transcended to other games until that exact moment where it's like, it's in the most recent one. It's that good.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed has a theme song and it's Ezio's family.
Yeah, just Assassin's Creed 2.
It's a very good leitmotif. Leitmotif?
Sure.
What is it?
What the
Leitmotif.
fuck is Massander?
It's not- Yeah, I'm not seeing it at all. Like I've only found that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
it's not on
found.
here. Because it only appears in like one mission. I guess like as you're running through some kind of sewer. I didn't even play the mission. I just learned that from the one video of it on YouTube. So
Uh-huh.
Is the official track name Ezio's family still in Unity? Like, is it
Unity
renamed?
Ezio's family. Let's find out. Hold on a second.
I don't know, man.
Leroy is.
Excuse me.
You've already used like 4 of those today.
I'm not expecting you to excuse me. I'm excusing myself. Fuck you, man.
I'm only asking because I found a playlist that says all Ezio's family versions, but there's 2 songs from Unity, and neither of them are labeled Ezio's family. But Spotify's too quiet on mobile for me to determine whether or not they actually are
Yeah.
named differently.
What are they called?
They are called "Welcome to the Brotherhood" and "Nothing Is True."
Everything is permitted.
Did you do it?
I didn't remember that was the phrase for Assassin's Creed until the second you said that, and my brain's like, here's the rest of the line.
No, Welcome to the Brotherhood's only 45 seconds, and so that is not.
Oh, I didn't look at the
yet.
times either.
Yeah. Nothing is permitted.
True.
Everything's true. Or nothing is true. Everything's permitted.
Oh, yeah. The fucking leitmotif shows up in Nothing Is True for like 3 seconds. The
My God.
That's enough. That's enough.
Is it?
Add it to the playlist.
the fucking I love leitmotif so much.
I'm back.
Welcome
welcome
back. I
back.
can find it.
Greetings.
That's fine. My time on the loo was not spent idle. I was listening to other music. Find me if you will be so kind. The Violet Evergarden OST. The song is "The Voice in My Heart." I really should just get Spotify at this point, but I refuse.
I have it.
You have it.
There I have it.
Very good.
There
Very
we
good.
go.
Grazie. Double grazie.
Va bene.
Va bene. Varric is like my mentor here. I heard something spoken Italian in me.
Is it time for another training session?
Alrighty, so as some of you are probably well aware, I've been lamenting the question of what the fuck are we gonna do on Saturday? Because the party is split. There's things to do in the capital which are not so fast, and I think, I arrived at not an epiphany because it makes it sound like it's all conclusive, which is it's not. But I arrived at a conclusion last night. I was lying in bed. No, I was basically right after I hopped off the call. So all these processes are going to take time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking with the royal bishop in and of itself is a quick event, but the trial thereafter for Tristan and Alas and Legoratos of the Soul Ardent is it's an entire process. And again, out of game, their trial won't be a combat trial. It will be like a formal trial. They will have to articulate their point on why they deserve to be on the world again. Which, a bit of a bias thing to ask someone, 100%. But their god, fell before, true now, is Exalted or Octavian. So they are both accomplished statesmen.
Well,
So they'll be fine. And given that you guys are getting an audience with the royal bishop, the dispute, I guess that's the word for it, of like, which side do the gods align with more, us or the Black Force, is definitely a lot more in contention now. If you guys have an audience with the royal bishop herself. Ian and Kate are doing their own investigation in the northern section of the capital. Again, they got a pretty sweet lead from Ichabod, courtesy of Silas and Sajar, about like, hey, something's up. Which new information has come to light about that situation, courtesy of Amber's father. So in that vein, Amber would ask you, Alessander, if you could I guess send for them, because this isn't the sort of information that you could deliver in 25 words or less. So,
anything for you, kiddo. Oh, all right. So just tell
Just
them
'cause you met my-
somewhere.
just because you met my dad does not mean you get to call me that.
You're right. I was calling you kiddo before I met your father.
Rolls her eyes.
I'll continue to do so.
You guys are in like the living room right now or something. I don't know. So yeah, you send for them, and Cade, Cade's the one holding the sending stone, does say he can meet with you guys and get the details. Again, the capital city is huge. Like it spans the entire fucking peninsula. Technically, in like a legal jurisdiction standpoint, like this sector is all capital city. This is like hundreds of square miles that is registered under capital city. Again, not all of it is cityscape, but it's all under the term capital city. And Ian and Kate are in that green circle right there, or at least that's where they're going to search. Mm-hmm. Some time is going to be spared for Violet. She does have some things she needs to get set up before she joins your company, to Amber's absolute chagrin. And you guys could have vetoed that the whole time. You guys didn't. Amber will remember that. Violet will also remember that. So you guys are going to be in the capital for a little bit, and which again just sort of elongates the process of like, we have things to do here in the capital. We also have other things to do in general. So we as much as amazing as being in the capital city is, again, it's the ultimate bastion of civilization, especially in this era, under this king. It is like slice of life anime to the max. You guys have other things to do, such as a life and adventure. So in that vein, Varric does just sort of like, as you guys are sort of culminated around the Exania dinner table or something, I don't fucking know, in the common room of Household Exania. I'm well aware there's other pressing matters. Blair, Kasai, you're of course free to stay for your own interests. But to the rest of you, perhaps final preparations should be made. You guys picking up what he's putting down in terms of final preparations?
No.
Just
This
nods
paragraph.
without a thought behind your eyes.
Well, yeah, obviously the aspiring path, but what I don't know is like what's left
Let's
to prepare.
Well,
That's up to you guys.
you have anything left to do before you want to possibly go? And I mean, there's every chance we might die.
Oh yeah. Garth, you're supposed to remind me. Kidding. Yeah, I will stress this right now. I'm going to make this perfectly clear to all of you, transparent as fuck. The aspiring path is not going to be easy. It is probably going to be more than hard. It will be something of a test, an assessment, a vibe check. Like I was telling Garth, I will be genuinely surprised if all of you make it through.
Whoa.
I will be genuinely surprised. Right? It will not be fair. You will need to be keen and clever. Or, I guess, the better way of saying it, I will be expecting you to live up to your RP capability of your character wants to fucking live. I know that's a hard thing to do at times, depending on how edgy your character is, but your character wants to live, I assume.
Well,
As a result of that, they're probably going to try their ass off and try as many things as they feasibly can to do that thing called living. Wouldn't know what it is. Never experienced it. Right? So I'm making that perfectly clear here and now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The aspiring path stuff will be hard. So if I hear any complaints of like, this doesn't seem fair, I'll be like, you're right. Anyways, you guys are going to be fighting against the encroaching powers of, I wouldn't call it evil, no more so than the sun giving you cancer, skin cancer evil. You'll be finding a cosmic truth in that. Life is not fair, and neither will the path.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm laying that blanket statement out here and now. Go with the grace of God. We'll talk about what that all entails later. Again, I don't know what we're doing today, but I imagine I'm probably gonna end it a little. I say end it a little early and play a little early, and we could talk about what that entails. Maybe take like an hour or something for that.
Mhm.
So, Varric has issued unto you we should probably make our final preparations, because the thing is, in theory, the Spiral Path should take all of 6 seconds. Then we have the immediate counterpoint of Isadora that it does not take only 6 seconds.
It takes. She's still there. She's still there.
Yep. So, in that vein and regard, Varric would want to get any long-term processes rolling now. So that way, if you guys do take a while, they should be done by the time you, quote-unquote, get back.
Right.
In theory, at least. I will say, of the people in the capital at current, would any of you want to, I guess, insist to come with and talking to the royal bishop with Eric? Mind your manners. Mom. Wait, no. That's mind our manners is mom.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I
Of
want
all people,
to,
yeah. That's fair.
I just don't think Morgan would have a ton of inputs unless directly asked something.
Mhm.
It's more to just
Yeah,
try
but,
have a good representation of the group kind of thing.
Deed isn't there, so you're out of the running.
Okay.
Party is split right now.
Yeah.
I think that's a no from Sajar. Part of good leadership as a whole company is to send the right people for the right job, and I don't think he's it.
I actually came up at work on, I think, Thursday for me, where it's we're talking about a succession plan. It's a whole thing for getting a runner up for your position and stuff like that. It was a big meeting. Luckily I didn't attend it, but the bottom line that came down is listen, if you want to be a manager, you want to be a higher position, you have to learn how to delegate well. Because if you're not delegating at all or not doing it well enough, no one's going to trust you to run other things, right? Because you're not doing it well. And if you take on every task by yourself, you get overloaded.
Right. Then,
Yep.
yeah, sounds like none of us want to go with Varric for this. None of us need to go with Varric for this.
Well, like I said, Morgan would want to go, but probably not do a ton, not talk a lot unless something is asked for us or of her.
Very well. Varric does end up going to the Royal Bishop. You tagging along with Blair and Kasai for obvious vested interests.
Mhm.
I'm not going to do the whole conversation here and now again for the conservation of time and relevancy. But Royal Bishop Lady Navarra Pozzeno is a surprise. I guess not surprisingly. I guess it depends on what your take on nobility is like. She is a rather demure woman. She is soft-spoken. She isn't fond of conversation, at least from the sound of it.
Not like she's.
She carries her
introverted,
position
She
of
just doesn't care for conversation.
No, she sort of outright despises it in a certain regard of please don't talk. Please stop talking to me.
Huh.
Yeah, the whole conversation is tense simply for that reason. It does not seem she's keen on talking to anyone, much less random people that just sort of showed up. But the introduction letter that Jastra gave over, and she obviously Palzano reads it, does bring a smile to her face, and the conversation does lighten a bit after that. She does inquire the circumstances of how you guys met Jastra and stuff like that. How is Jastra doing? It does seem like they're friends.
Okay.
But when it comes to the matter of the souls, the mood doesn't sour,
But it's
but it definitely Well, it's all serious. This is noble talking and discussion. Everything is serious here. Because you saying the wrong word means you just fucked up. It's not so cutthroat as a dance of session, but it is a halfway point to it. You must be immensely mindful of your words, and Varric does tell that to all of you as you're accompanying him. Like, do not say something for the sake of saying something. This isn't Ian or Cade. This is the capital, the royal bishop, the king, by extension. Everything you say must have a purpose to it. So be mindful of what you're saying. Because everyone else intuits that you have a purpose in what you're saying. And you must be mindful of your audience. Being blunt to a Twinsian noble is probably the right call. Being blunt to a Heartlandic noble, maybe not. Shooting the shits with a Silfwallian noble, sure. Shooting the shits with a Sensagian noble, mind what you say. Mind who you're shooting the shits with. So yeah, he gives like that debrief as you guys accompany him of, you know, this is his terrain, please trust his expertise on, don't just say the wrong things. Kasai is just outright not going to say anything. She's like, the capital is like a fucking Disneyland Wonderworld to her in a certain regard, so this is all like crazy, right? The scale of the buildings alone are not unfathomable to her, but she's gets lost in a lot about how many people it took to make a single cathedral.
Like, out of her wheelhouse feels like an understatement.
Blair simply says if she has things to say, she will mind what Varric has said, but she's going to say them. And he's like, fair enough. This is your father, after all. But yeah, the conversation with the royal bishop is pretty brief, likely in no small part due to her demure nature. She does simply says to leave the conduits here. And when the question gets brought up of like, can we bring, you know, testimonials, witnesses to speak towards the character, she outright denies them. If they are good people, she says, if they are worthy of this, it will be made clear, with or without your testimonials. Man is biased. The divine is all-knowing. So therefore, it won't matter. So, you guys leave at that, and Varric does remark that that was a test. As you guys are just walking out. And he says that he will be back to petition the testimonials again. If, you know, you guys want to come with again, you're free to. I think Kasai and Bor would definitely do that. And it is a test of how devoted you are to the cause. This cause. The cause being those three people. It is a Varric approach of, you know, we can't let the divine do all the work. So he's going to press the matter, even if it is...
Futile, in quotation marks?
It's not futile. It's a test. The test doesn't necessarily have an end, but it's a test nonetheless.
Yeah, I think with the events of the Lord Seeker, let's say, where it was feels like a very similar test, Morgan would definitely accompany them again. Well,
he remarks that if you guys don't have business with the Royal Bishop, he's not going to take up your guys' time. Again, there are last things to do. So, you are free to accompany him if you so wish. You would just have to remember in your docket that you're basically there the whole day. He's doing the courses like a sit-in rebellion. Or a filibuster.
I know you don't like talking, so what if we just talked for the entire day? Because fuck you, I want my points.
Or like silently wait in the waiting room all day.
Basically, he does remark, you know, bring a book. Probably gonna need it.
I mean, the only thing she would want to do is probably write like a couple of letters to be sent out if something happened to her. So it's like, if she can like accomplish that while also sitting in that lobby, then it's like, yeah, she's good.
Okay. Then what are the rest of you capital people doing? Are you guys staying in the capital, or are you guys leaving to accomplish your tasks? Whatever tasks they may be.
The jar would try to locate a temple devoted to heartbroken Alicia.
Say less, fam. Roll me D100. If you get a 1, I'll go Pikachu face.
Oh,
Are you fucking kidding?
I feel like
Well, there's a
I
one
feel
in
like
there.
I feel like I should count that because I'm still Pikachu facing.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You know what? Here, I'll get my meat brother on this. Hey, meat brother of mine.
Howdy, mister.
It's coin flip event. Heads or tails?
Let's do tails, because tails never fails.
Shit, you're
What?
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was D100. I'm stupid. Ignore me.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me go. Where's my black book? What's up?
Shh.
Give me a second. Remember, Crash, you did this to yourself. You gotta remember that, Crash.
Good roll.
Thanks.
You chose this.
Oh,
Now choose your suffering.
You can make the little trackers that you have reset on a short and long rest. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a setting they added.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, already
If it
2 of them
makes
are
a
great.
difference, Shador would have told the rest of the group where he was going. And maybe not why, but yeah, I'm finding a temple. I'm heading out.
Okay, just give me a second here. I'm trying to flip through my little black book.
God damn.
That's crazy, man. That's wild. Problem is, I'm looking in the section which I wrote, I think, like 2 years ago, so I don't remember it all that well. So I'm basically just reading it to find what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Nope, not that. Not that. Okay, so I found it. So you go to the Temple of Heartbroken. Alicia, goddess of love and camaraderie and sorrow when it comes to romantic matters and forlorn love and all that. And technically lust as well, but we won't talk about that one as much.
Shh.
Don't worry about it. When you get there, it is empty. Which, let it be known, an empty temple in the capital is unfathomable.
Yeah, I think Essajar's getting there. He's like, am I supposed to not be in here? Like, looks around, confused.
You look around, and roll my perception roll. Heartbroken, Alessa, shut up! You hear movement in the temple. In fairness, it's a massive temple. Maybe not to the size of the ones in Hearthstonia, but almost there. Eventually, you do hear the movement get closer, and you see a woman with her child. Half-elven woman. Dressed in very, very fine attire. Same for the kid as well, technically. They are accompanied by, well, I guess they're on the screen. These boys.
Lads.
And they actually sort of stop when they, when she stops, when she sees you, they stop. And again, it is something that got noted. Yeah, the Royal Guards, the Inner Bastion ones, don't carry weapons on them because they conjure weapons at the moment's notice. So they are not armed, but they are constantly armed. Oh. I didn't realize anyone else would be in here. Hello, sir?
Hello.
I'm sorry if we are intruding on any business of yours. All are welcome in the
No.
temple. As I say time and time again. the kid, who's like probably like 3 years old, sort of does that child speak of time. I don't know what year kids develop linguistics, so don't quote me on the age.
Depends on the kid. I'd actually be
Yeah.
able to talk a little bit.
Simple words. Ace, the just gestures at the emptiness. Am I not supposed to be here?
I see no reason why not. She says, looking at you, but also through you. See, the guards don't exactly untense at her statement. In fact, I suppose it's Providence that brings you here. Or else you would have been stopped on the way in, I imagine.
Yeah, I suppose so.
What brings you in here, sir?
Love, I suppose.
Me as well. But I suppose that is to be expected, given the goddess of the temple.
My I he's clearly struggling to sort of find the words that he's looking for, visibly on his face.
Might I get your name, sir?
Oh, of course. My name is Sajar Milash Turanan.
Oh. Exchangean? Or Fajaran?
Both.
Oh. Well, isn't that a lovely matrimony? I believe I've heard of you.
Taken aback a little bit, he says, "Of me?"
Yes, although I'm not the best at memorization of names, even in my current role. So if I have misassumed, then I ask for your apology. Apology. One of the guards looks at it, is like, damn, this kid's smart. That was like three syllables right there. Just metal clatters. Looks back.
Wasn't
Well,
perfect,
Mr.
but he knows.
Sajar, I unfortunately have other matters to attend to, but the temple will be reopened in my departure. So I hope you find whatever help you need. And for whatever love you're lamenting over, I hope the lovely goddess gives you her shoulder.
Lowers his eyes, nods. Thank you. And if it's not overstepping, I would extend the same wish to you.
I have all the love I need in my life, but it is always good to give thanks to the goddess that gave it, that allowed it.
I smile, nod at the child, and just sort of nod.
Then,
Going
if that is the
wholeheartedly.
if that is the case, good luck. Gods be with you. And she begins departing with her company of royal guardsmen following her. The kid goes, "Bye bye!" Waves at you.
Bye bye.
Aw.
Aww. As they leave and clear the threshold, you do see two people in the rafters begin sliding down the columns with their, like, sort of Spider-Man style, their arms gripping onto the column as their feet are sliding down it. They like walk not to you but past you, and one of them does like the fucking Katara thing where it's like, "I got my eyes on you." Just two eyes to their eyes, like points at two fingers to their eyes, points at your eyes, which is saying something considering they have visors on, which make it look like they have multiple eyes. Just got my eye on you.
He gets an approving nod from Sajar, like, all right, good.
Then they disappear.
He sort of, in this moment of relative emptiness, turns to, if there's a main altar, he would face that way.
There is. You turn to face that way, and one of the clerics of this temple leaves their, not quarters, but like the sort of back area, and makes her way over to you. And he just has this like perturbed look on his face. Hello, sir. How might we assist you? Are you? He points a finger between you and the big ass grand open gate that leads into this cathedral. Are you? Do you have ties with? Like he does like a finger wag, like
Clearly confused, Sir Josh slowly shakes his head. I know.
He opens his
I
mouth.
don't know who that was, honestly.
He like gets like a like Jim from The Office look on his face, like Our benevolence truly knows no bounds. Then, what is your name, sir?
My name is Sajar Milash Turanen.
Well, Sir Sajar, that's he just thinks about like how to say it. That was Akari Severin.
Oh.
Queen.
Oh.
Akari
Oh.
Severin.
Oh.
He just blinks a couple of times at that. So, what?
Right.
How might I help? How might I help you?
I
I'm assuming you describe your despite the bewilderment, your woes.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Wonder what she's queen of. Benevolence. You know Akari Severin. Yeah, she's a half elf. Which was quite the stir, let me tell you. That was the tableaus when they got married. Oh, crazy. It's wild. Yeah. You consult with the cleric. We're not going to turn into a scene. I'm sorry. We're going to move with this. Mostly because another point is simply because the cleric doesn't have too much advice to offer you on it. Nothing that you haven't already heard before.
Yeah, that's fine. He'll just tell the cleric, I actually just came to, I suppose, speak my piece, give word to what I'm feeling, if that's okay. Looks towards the altar.
Certainly. Please, help yourself. And I will begin letting people back in. If you need anything, please let me know.
Thank you. So, he walks on up, kneels near the, sort of closes his eyes. You know, when I first decided to come here, I had it in my mind to, I don't know, seek comfort, solace, reason. But then I realized that the weight on my shoulders right now is not tied to Isadora. I harbor something in my heart that I know my mother will never forgive. Acceptance. I have accepted the possibility that my father's fate might be beyond my ability to intervene. So I mourn him. A part of me mourns him. To my mother's mind, this is no doubt the same as giving up. But she is wrong. Grief will not sap my strength. Fear will not erode my resolve. I embrace the sorrows I will face. I accept all of the scars this will leave on my heart. Because I know and I understand that pain is a measurement of love. A testament to its true depth and sincerity. I guess that's why I'm here. He told me once that a life without loss is a life without love, and that's no life at all. I don't think your cleric over there would approve of me coming here for a funeral, but here I am. Funeral with no remains. I know that doing this will carve another scar onto my heart, but I also know that's what he would ask of me. When my grandfather died, he told me that tears do not shame us. We spill water to honor him. Thus I honor my father now, and I turn to you. As my grief passes through me, as I breathe sincerity into my sorrow. Because that's all I can do.
Roll me a religion.
Where is there this?
You can reroll?
It is a wisdom-based skill, I believe. Is it? Actually, is it?
Is
I think
intelligence.
religion's
It's
intelligence.
intelligence. Shit, yeah, you're right. There are many people that pass through these halls day by day, giving their own laments and sorrows.
Do I have any?
The weight.
I don't think.
The weight of a broken heart changes from person to person. So one cannot really describe as any one person being deserving more than others.
That's true.
Despite your heroics, there's not an epic tale that arrives. No angel or anything. But at the very least, it's good to have spoken your piece. You're free to stay here for the rest of the day or depart and do other stuff, but that is your, something happening in the background.
Yes, I think he would sort of
What would you do?
embody that moment for a bit and give the space to.
People are already filing in, I assure you.
Yeah.
Now that the queen just
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, he'd file away to a little bit more remote part of the. I'm assuming this is a big room, to like one of the corners, and just stay there for a bit.
Very well. Alessander, I see that you gave your piece right there. Talking to Varric and Alvaro. Well, Alvaro, then Varric. What are the contents of the conversation? It is not. I'm gonna say this right now. It's not my goal to stay in the capital for the next hour. So,
I know. Alessander just wants to